Well, hi guys. So we have a box, as you can clearly see. I do believe this is the Unplugged Book Box Bed and Breakfast box. Yes, I had to check the shipping label. Um, I think this was also supposed to come with an extra edition of a cooking book. I like the Griffin or something like that. I don't know. It's like a fantasy series cookbook. So if you really like, what's that dungeon anime on Netflix? Eating in the Dungeon or something like that. I don't know. Very similar. That is actually not going to be coming out till August now because there were some discrepancies in the printing and how they wanted it done. So, but let's just crack into this one while we have it. I'm going to take this and we will look at it at the end to make sure we got everything. So, we have this right off the bat. Omniparatus Stars Hollow. If that says Stars Hollow, Colorado, I'm going to laugh so hard. But I think this is our throw blanket. So let me cut on into it. I'm kind of glad they vacuum sealed it because sometimes getting these blankets, I'm kind of like, how are you going to mail such a giant freaking thing to me? So, oh, this is the, there was a spoiler about a Gilmore Girls item. And I see the name Luke, Connecticut. Yep. Okay. So this is Gilmore Girls. I don't know that I'm going to be able to unfold it all the way to show you, but let's see what I can do. So we got Luke's, we got in Omniparatus. Where are you? Where are you? Lead. Where you lead, I will follow. Yale. Dragonfly Inn, Miss Patty School of Ballet. And that quote continues up the side that says, anywhere that you tell me to. Okay, so where you lead, I will go anywhere you tell me to. I don't know. Yeah, okay, there we go. And it says girls. Of course, you can only see girls, but I see Gilmore Girls on mine. Danish Day, Love a Rory, Have a Rory, Danish Day, got hit by a deer. There's a big old Jeep up in the one corner. I mean, honestly, this will kind of go well with the, there's a Gilmore Girls tumbler or wine glass or something I got in one of the Unplugged book boxes. But Gilmore, there you go. So we got the Jeep and the church and no cell phones. Stars Hollow. So cool. I mean, this is rightly huge. This is if I had to guess, I would say this is as big as the Lovers throw blanket we got in the Romantasy box a few months ago. So we'll just stick that there. We'll go with this one because it looks like it's open. Hopefully it's still intact. So, smells good. I don't know what it is, but something has hit my nose. I do like this little velvet bag, though. Mamma Mia! Unplugged hand-poured wax candle. Freesia, sea spray, and wild honey. That's probably Yes, that is exactly what I'm smelling. It's very, the honey hits your nose first and then the freesia. But I do like the little seashells. And it is the wood wick. That's very nice. So yeah, the sea spray kind of hits your nose last out of everything. All right. Yes, I just toss things. This is what happens. Then we got reading in bed, lemon blueberry muffins, and books. Whip soap scrub. I mean, sometimes I like blueberry smells, but knowing I can't eat blueberries, it kind of ruins it for me. Oh, that is very heavy on book and muffin right off the bat. Actually, I'd probably say more blueberry muffin than book, if I had to say something. So, got a bag over here. I think this is the pancake mix. Yep. Lemon pancake mix. 1 egg, cup of milk, and 2 teaspoons of oil. Cool. Oh, there we go. Much better. Castile's Country Cupboard. Okay. Let's see. This one feels lightweight. If I can figure out which way it wants to open. Okay. Ooh. Okay. More macrame? I say more because if you've been watching my channel, we got like a book hanger type thing in the last one. So I see rope. Oh, it's a little owl. I think it's a little macrame succulent plant hanger type thing. We'll see when we get to the card. Well, that's cool. Just gonna set that there. I see something with a TARDIS. Ooh. Oh. And the lid came out. Came out of it. So this is what the box looks like, though. We're all stories in the end. Just make it a good one, eh? Because it was, it was the best. Doctor Who, The Big Bang. I will admit, I have not sat down and watched Doctor Who. I know, shock, amazement, horror, I get it. But at least I know who some of the doctors are. Like, we all know David Tennant was the 10th Doctor. Matt Smith was the 11th Doctor. Peter Capaldi was the 12th. Christopher Eccleston was the 9th, 8th. Jodie was the 13th. David Tennant was the 14th. And then we've got this new guy. I can never pronounce his name correctly. So I'm not going to do it here. But he's the 15th and apparently everyone loves him. And I did go grab a free Doctor Who comic on Free Comic Book Day. See? So, I'm just not, like, into it. But I know enough just to be dangerous. Let's see. What other quotes we got on here? This is the day the sun expands. Welcome to the end of the world. I do remember that because Cassandra was there. And it's the end of the earth. It's gone. We were too busy saving ourselves. No one saw it go. All those years, all that history, and no one was even looking. It's just the end. Same episode. The universe is big, it's vast, and complicated, and ridiculous, and sometimes, very rarely, impossible things just happen, and we call them miracles. And that's a theory. That sounds very much like a David Tennant line. Everything's got to end sometime, otherwise nothing would ever get started. Aw. Some people live more in 20 years than others do in 80. It's not the time that matters, it's the person. The Lazarus experiment. That sounds very much like a something River would say, which would mean 11th Doctor, or maybe possibly 12th. I've watched universes freeze and creations burn. I've seen things you wouldn't believe. I have lost things you will never understand. And I know things, secrets that must never be told, and knowledge that must never be spoken. Knowledge that I will make parasite gods blaze. So come on then, take it all, baby. Have it. You have it all. I could be very wrong, but just the way that reads, that if it weren't for the parasite gods thing, it almost sounds like a Peter Capaldi line. But maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I guess I will have to go and Google foo all the things. Oh, how cute! It's a mug. It's a blue TARDIS mug. That's adorable. And I want to be very careful with it so I don't accidentally break it. That is so cool. I've always wondered, I know the answer probably lies within the series, the fandom itself, but I've always wondered, for all the times that his TARDIS just shows up and it's supposed to blend in looking like a police box, in the older years, or in the long, long ago, as I jokingly call it, because I am of that age. Quiet you, no comments from the peanut gallery. When this would have blended in better because phone booths were a thing. I wonder how many times people might have been like, "Oh, I'm just gonna stop in this one real quick, in this phone police box." And I realize the ones in the UK are or were red, but we don't really live in a time of phone payphones anymore, so things like this aren't really seen. But it is something I thought about. I do love that mug. That is super cute. And I'm going to have to Google all these quotes later. And then I'm making sure that it's just down to the book. And it is. I'm going to put that there. So we have our book. Let me find my knife. Or in this case, knife would be long, or an alias for a box cutter. Still, you know what? It has a sharp edge. It's a knife. And for everyone that's, it's a knife, I get it. I'm making a bad joke. Why? Because I do a very technical job and I'm very tired. And I don't remember half the things I did today. So, all right. So, Lisa Williams, Klein, Ladies' Day. I do like the way they've done this one. I like the foiling on the front with the rose gold. We knew it was going to be a golfer story if you had read any of the things. I do like that. This as well. I mean, it's very nice, but also very simple at the same time. So, here's the story. Go ahead, pause the video and read this because this isn't nearly as entertaining as Doctor Who quotes. So, yeah. Okay. So we've got that. I do like how they've continued the cover essentially into these page edges. It's always such a conundrum for me because on one hand, I want to display all these books on my bookshelf this way, or as I call it, the traditionalist way. But on the other hand, I love seeing these page edges too. So I'm like, but nobody can see the beautiful artwork if I don't put it out this way. So it's always a thing for me. Heartache is par for the course. Oh, and it's reversible. Okay, so we have a matching hardbound. We knew it was a hardbound book. I'm going to set that there. And then we have, it's a reversible jacket. So this is probably what the original jacket looks like, if I had to guess. Yes, and that's what I'm going with, even though it does say Unplugged Book Box right there. Comcat Books, but we have barcode there, so I'm guessing this one is closer to what the original cover looks like. But this one's prettier. I like this one better. And before I stop. Not you, the box. So, I do like this. I'm not even... I have golfers in my family, but I'm not much of a golfer. It does look lovely. It honestly does. And let's see, how many... Oh, Salt King. For a second there, I thought one of these books was one we'd gotten in a book club thing. This doesn't look like it's part of the story. Yeah, chapter 2. Okay, so this is a preview of Managing the Matthews. Sounds very Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So, okay. Anyway. So the story itself, we've got acknowledgments. Oh, I do like that little separator page. That's cute. Oh, and then it continues. Sweet. Okay. So 264 pages. So for most of us, that's a relatively short read. Oh, I forgot they were going to have her sign them. So I do like that. I know we normally, with a lot of my book boxes, I get the signed book plate, but I do actually kind of like not having to deal with the book plate and just dealing with that. That's actually very nice. That's awesome. And maybe when I get done with the book, then I'll check out this Managing the Matthews thing. So, that is our Mother's Day / bed and breakfast book box. I'm not mad at it. Actually, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, yeah, the card. I promised. Okay, so limited bed and breakfast, limited edition box. Succulent planter with macrame hanger. So I was right. Except I have a bit of a black thumb. I think the last plant... I've got a couple of tomato plants downstairs that are trying to come out of a cold injury. I don't know if they're going to make it. But the last succulent I had in the house, I was able to keep it alive for 6 months before it just died. I don't know if it was what changed, but it just died. So, okay. I might keep it or I might give it to somebody else who is more successful with plants. Mamma Mia candle. Gilmore Girls blanket. Yep, we got that. The whip soap scrub. Smells of delicious breakfast. For most people, yeah. Again, blueberries do not like me, so. Doctor Who TARDIS mug. Oh, it's exclusive to Bookbox. Cool. Lemon pancake mix. Now that I am actually looking forward to. Actually, I kind of wonder how that would taste if I made it into bacon pancakes. And then we've got the... Oh, so I was right. So that's the original cover. So the one that we have, even though it's green instead of this pink, it's still very similar. Okay. That's awesome. May 25th, slideshow book. These are like, the dates on here are for if you're going to put this stuff up on Instagram and share the love with Unplugged Book Box, because they like seeing that stuff. I don't necessarily do this kind of thing because, yeah. Okay, and then this is the book I was saying, The Lucky Griffin. That's what I was talking about being postponed. So, I was one of the people that ordered it. May have ordered our exclusive edition of Lucky Griffin. Due to circumstances beyond our control, we have had to postpone the book. It will ship in late July or August. No worries. I already ordered one, so yes, I will be doing a short video for it. Maybe I'll just... I don't know, I was going to say maybe I'll just throw it in with one of the other videos, but I don't know. You can still order it. It will come with a faux leather finish, with foil and embossing and full color interior print, gilded edges, and so much more. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, so if you see on here, sorry, camera just does not want to stay still. The cover says The Lucky Griffin, Recipes, and Heralds? I don't know. I can't quite read it. I know it's recipes and something, but it's kind of like a fantasy cookbook. And then coming soon, our next special edition book, Lore Lust. Oh, Lore and Lust. Okay. Behind the scenes, we've been hard at work on creating our own exclusive omnibus edition of the complete Lore and Lust series in collaboration with the lovely Carla Nicole. Have more vampire fantasy romance. I don't know how I'll order that. Not that I don't love a good custom book box, clearly. Just go back and look in the video history. How many book boxes have I ordered where it's an exclusive edition? Because this is what it is, okay? But vampire fantasy, I'm not really into vampires. Fantasy, I do like fantasy, but if it's like the fantasy smut stuff, I kind of like, yeah, I got to be in the right mood for that. But the rest of this is rather awesome. So, yeah, that is our book box for today. So what do we got coming up? We should have a Funko box at the end of May. We should have the Once Upon a Book Club box coming for May, adult fiction. It's a two-door mystery style, like, yeah, not historical, but yeah, like modern, but two-door styling type mystery. It's kind of hard for me to explain because I'm not great at stuff like that. So we got that. Oh, pardon me. We got that coming. I think that's it. Really, I didn't order any other mystery boxes. Double checking the list. Yeah, there's a summer reading box coming in like June. Otherwise, it's just, yeah, I think unless it's some mystery box or something, we're down to like 1 to 2 boxes a month between Funko and Once Upon a Book Club. So, I know, I've been doing videos for goodness knows how many years now, but you know what? At some point, things gotta do things. So, maybe one of these days I'll do a video about my current book collection or Legos or something. Or maybe I'll find a really amazing mystery box that I'm just like, I have to share this with you guys because it's so freaking cool. But right now, yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. So anyway, we're at 23 minutes. I've been rambling. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. So I'll see you guys later on this month when the other box comes. Doodles.